Hello folks, and welcome back to the Windelo Docks and our YouTube channel. Today we'll be talking about harbour manoeuvres and hopefully demystifying for you all what it entails to manoeuvre a 50-foot plus catamaran. We'll be talking about the organisation on board the Windelo for manoeuvres and in this particular layout, the advantages of the front cockpit to help you through your manoeuvres. We'll cover all the tools that you have on board to make your manoeuvring precise and enable it single-handed. And all this will be aboard a Windelo 54 we have here today with electric propulsion, so two 20 kilowatt Belmarine motors. At first, the idea of maneuvering from this front cockpit can seem surprising because the position is less conventional than typically maneuvering from other positions in the boat. However, it does offer many advantages. This particular helm position was designed with visibility in mind, so there's a 360-degree view around us with no blind spot at all. From this main helm station, first of all, I actually have great visibility of the transom right through the window here, all along the whole side of the boat, through to the bows at the front. And having this central position, proximity to the bows and visibility aft really helps to better assess distances in caught tighter manoeuvring. One other plus point of the cockpit being in this position is really that when it's open to the front and the back, communication with your crew is greatly facilitated. There's no elevating your voice. You can talk to anyone that's at the front of the boat or at the back. And in particular with electric propulsion, there's no extra noise. So all this contributes to a relaxed atmosphere when you're coming into your maneuvers, as long as you're well organized. Whether you have crew moving about with you or you're actually single-handed as a skipper, access to the front of the boat from the cockpit and back into the cockpit is super easy and direct. As well as accessing the back of the boat. Everything is unobstructed and on a single floor plan, which really facilitates circulation. As perhaps you already know, Windelo's 50 and 54 come in their standard version with two electric 20 kilowatt Belmarine motors. This delivers good performance and impressive torque, associated with fluid and responsive throttles and a direct shaft straight onto the three blade propellers. This is a good system that is powerful and responsive for your harbour manoeuvres. We picked today to showcase that because we actually have 20-25 knots of steady wind and gusts at 30. In forward cruising conditions, the boat can reach 8.5 knots on its electric motors. So for in-port maneuvers, you can imagine how much in-port tide or wind you can actually counter with the power of these engines. For instance, when stopping in tight quarters, it only takes a few seconds and a boat length to stop the boat. The eDrive screen on the display here has very clear and transparent information about the propulsion, so it's intuitive to understand how much power you're applying into the both engines, and as well as monitoring all the safety features. Add to all that the total absence of exhaust fumes and silence within the boat, and the eDrive becomes a real pleasure for maneuvering in port. Aboard a multi-hull, there are some key positions that you need to be able to do. One is rotating the boat, the other is holding stern to the wind, and the third is crabbing with the wind. In order to get the boat pivoting, both throttles are used in opposite directions and slightly adjusted to allow the boat to rotate on the very spot. The power of the eDrive propulsion system combined with an 8-meter beam make this maneuver easy and smooth even without the use of bow thrusters. Having the propellers ahead of the rudders actually give us steerage as soon as the boat is moving very slightly forwards to come out of the curve. To give the crew all the time they need to prepare the lines and fenders for docking, we can actually hold the boat stern to the wind in a very peaceful atmosphere, facing quite a lot of wind. With the stern to the wind, a few adjustments on the throttles will help you keep the right angle and stay perfectly stationary. Creating this moment of pause as you prepare for docking is absolutely key to a successful maneuver. From this position stern to the wind, a multi-hull can actually move perfectly sideways by using windage to its advantage. This technique is particularly useful when coming alongside in a strong breeze, for example, and it's commonly referred to as crabbing. Whether your plan is single-handed or just for more comfort as a crew, Windelo yachts come with a rear-view camera and can be equipped with a remote control. This wide-angle camera is connected straight to the screen at the helm station and provides complimentary additional view of the back of the boat. Right here I'm holding a remote control with a joystick that allows the skipper to control the boat from within the cockpit or anywhere outside at the bow or at the stern, for example. It's really useful if you are single-handed or solo sailing, but also just in terms of assisting crew, you can go outside and help with some lines while keeping control of the boat. One of the most common maneuvers is referred to as med mooring. It's actually stern to into a dock or into a wall in port. We'll demonstrate how it's done today with a crew, but it's also possible with the remote control. On a performance multi-hull, as you come into port, one of the things to consider are the dagger boards. They will have windage, but with the dagger boards half down coming into our port maneuver here, you do get a really good amount of grip. So coming to a dock where you might have the wind sideways, this is very useful. We're now coming into position to take our slip. So we're going to come forwards between the two pontoons. And then when we've passed our slip, we can slow and eventually stop the boat with just a little bit of thrust. Very easy to adjust the angle of the boat as well. And as we're ready to go backwards, what you would typically do is have your back to the helm. Right now I have a 360 or actually 180 degree visibility of where I'm looking here. I can see both of my sterns, and I'm slowly going to turn the reverse into a rotation by having a continuous speed, for example, on port. And just providing short burst inputs onto the other throttle to get the pace of the rotation to fit between these two boats. The camera is really going to help me assess the final distance as we approach the dock and as you come into those 3, 2, 1 meters. One other very common maneuver is alongside into the dock. Today we'll be doing this coming in port side too. Stern backing with the stern into the wind, so we'll come stern in first, and we'll do so using the remote. With the remote here, I can actually move around the boat completely freely. So I've come out to the stern and I'll be able to operate the boat from here. I'm really close to the point of approach, so I have great judgment of the distances and full control of the boat. By rotating the joystick, I can adjust the angle because this controls both engines and rotation effects, and I can back into the dock very easily. I'm going to simply stop the boat, and at which point I can let go of the controller, pick up my lines, which I have previously prepared, and lasso the cleats. One line is enough. I'll apply some forward tension onto the line. At this point I can also simply move around the boat as such, and come in still single-handed to throw my bow line, for example. Well, there's no kidding anyone that harbour manoeuvres are a matter of preparation and organisation for the skipper and the crew. However, with these boats, the Windelo, whether it's a 50 all the way up to 63 feet, the layout of the boat with the cockpit in the centre and visibility around really helps to fluidify these times with your crew. And all the technology is available on board to make these manoeuvres as easy as possible. And in addition to that, when you come and pick up your Windelo at the factory, we'll be doing training sessions with you and all the coaching to master these harbour manoeuvres aboard your Windelo. And we look forward to seeing you soon.